Okay, this is Matthew from NatureofFX, and today we're going to be looking at GJ, look at where we are going to look for trades this month and this week. So, this month of June, as you can see, we already created a top wick, huge, big rejection. So I'm personally very bearish on the pound, and I think we can at least come test these 128, 127-ish area that's over here, and over here as well. So that's what I'm personally looking for, and potentially even create a newer low versus these two and come and attempt for 120-ish potentially, maybe even lower, depending on Brexit too. I don't know if we can get much lower than 120, but that's long-term outlook. We are more intraday anyways, so looking at the weekly, we closed very strong bearish, but no real wick to fill. So I think as long as today can turn bearish as well, we have a continued move down. I don't think it'll be bullish candle printed until these 130 areas, but it's all speculation right now. I do believe that we're gonna have to see some better price action within this area first. So yeah, just looking at the markup here. As far as trades for today, Monday the 22nd for London session, I am personally only looking for sells. I won't be taking buys unless they're very clear that we're rejecting from maybe an area over here, potentially, just potentially, this area. If I do see some good price action here, then I may look for a long just to retest the high, but that's only really 20, 30 pips, so I'm not even sure about that, but I do think that we're going to go bearish and break through the daily low. As you can see, actually, it's coming down hard right now. So this is what I wanted. I did like that close of the 15. No wake up, though, but I think we'll create a double top type of attempt. I'm going to look for price to get closer to this zone here that I have. It just looks very clear that we're going to go bearish if we can reject this area, which now the 1 hour is even turned bearish, I bet. Yeah, so if a 1 hour closes something like this with even a little wick, I will be looking on a lower time frame within this zone, within this kind of area. It's essentially, if we refine this zone, let's see if we can refine it. So now we have the area, we know it's in, and I think if I go like this, something like this, and get like that, I think that could be the zone to look to sell again. Yeah, somewhere like that. Or even if I didn't care about a bigger stop loss, something like this, that would give me a sell entry. Let's say I hit it as soon as it taps that 500 level. So 6 pips to the high, and then of course 15 to there. And I think as long as we can stay under maybe 1,327, I think we're gonna good to come down. So good price action so far. I kind of missed a potential entry here, but I prefer to see 2 candles close bearish, which now the 15 is going very hard. This 30 is just giving no sign of anything. But yeah, I did have a little trend line here, kind of broke it. So look for a retest in this area is what I'm essentially looking for. So once price comes maybe 500 level again, and within 5 to 6, I'll be looking to sell for sure. And I think we can at least get a first TP maybe here, and then daily low second, and then let a runner go. So that's the plan for Monday the 22nd. And if I do anything otherwise, that is stupid of me. So that's the plan, and I will record again once I make an entry. If I do, if not, then nothing. All right, so this is a bit early. Technically, this is not even a signal candle yet. This one could blow through. I don't think it will. I am taking the risk with something like this. I think I just entered at 495. So yeah, it is risky, but we're gonna have about a stop up at 6.5, and I think first TP will be at like 1.5 down here, 33 pips. So that's the trade I'm taking right now. It is a bit early. Candles haven't closed yet. I'm just not expecting this to close up too high, but it looks like it's making its push now, actually. But yeah, anyways, we'll have to see how this candle closes the last 5 minutes. And based off the 1 minute, there's like some decent rejection. 1 minute's obviously nothing. Even 5 minutes, really nothing. But it's kind of just an impulse slash low risk or high risk, but I'm not risking too much on the trade. So yeah, let's just see what happens here. It's a solid like 2 to 2 risk reward, or 2.2 to 1. So it's kind of an early entry. I think there might still be a couple spikes into this zone. I just don't see it closing above 600. If it does, then my bias will change and I'll most likely close the trade if in this last 2.5 minutes it closes up there. But otherwise, I think it might just create some spikes, and I might look for a second entry if it does get a little bit higher and I like the way the candle's formed. But I can see this candle hopefully closing bearish, maybe even a nice push down to 400. Like an engulfing, and then maybe another London tap back up. So the 1 hour would close, body closing under here, under 4.5 would be ideal. The 3 o'clock close taps in, and then I could see a push down, and 3 o'clock gives us the nice push to the daily low to at least 132. We'll have our 50 pip move there. So that's kind of what I have planned. If any candles come and close strong above 600, then it's kind of changing bias to bullish on the day. But I do believe this 4 hour can close bear. I think this was just a big spike up. Not a spike up, but just relieving some orders, and then we're grabbing some more and for the real move, to break the low and come to this next type of low. Maybe not today. It might be more consolidating and tap down here in New York and then go back up. So that's why we have to take first TP and second TP most of our position off at this daily low level of like 132-ish. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. Looks like this 5 minutes is closing kind of where I want it to, because the 1 hour body is like the important part, closing under 4.5. I think if it closes just slightly above, it's kind of negligible, but yeah, 1 hour or 1 minute looks good too to start dropping now. I think it should. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. All right, so quick update on the trade. We're actually about 13 pips up right now. Entry at 4. It's actually at 4.8. So I'm gonna move this down to slightly 4.82. That's perfect. So stops about 16. So first TP is going to be around 25 pips, and I actually want it to come to 132 flat. Is what I personally see. 15 closed bullish, but with a solid rejection. The 5 closed really nice, and this 5 is also closing really nice, rejecting this kind of area that I had marked off. 1 hour, again, the body closed under 4.5, which is what I wanted. I'm not sure if this will just be a play down before move back up, so that's why first TP will be at like the 200 level. But I can see a tap down to 2.5 quickly now, and then maybe we could project back up for the rest of the hour. That's what I am, looking out for. But I think otherwise we should be good to come down this 50 pip move to the daily open type area. So I'll get back to you guys with an update if we close or what happens. All right, so this 5 minute candle unfortunately couldn't come down further and close bearish, which what I wanted, to push down to maybe 2.6, and then I would have closed partial. So I kind of closed partial as I could tell it was about to close bullish. So I did close only 8 pips, half the position, and now I've actually moved the stop to just past break even, which it looks like it's like 3 pips off, which is probably going to get hit any second now. It's going to spike, I bet, unless it can close under here in the 1 minute. But yeah, so I'm fine with that. It was a good attempt. I thought we could get a violent push down right away because of the London Open. But again, it is Monday, and I do think it maybe just wants to create a higher wake up, maybe at first, up to this zone, and then a potential push down. So yeah, it's kind of an early entry, and I'm not worried about it if it gets hit at the break-even point, because we profited 8 pips. And yeah, so we'll just see how it plays out. All right, so just quick recap. I'm not going to be taking any more trades Monday, at least for London session. For New York, there may be something. I may look for if there's a rejection at the daily high to sell. If not, if it comes back down to this area, potentially we could get a move back up. But I'm very hesitant on buys, still very hesitant until I see a true break of structure, maybe at this daily high. So until that happens, I'm still not very bullish at all. So, but we did get a break above this 600 level, so you could take a buy, but it's such a big risk. I think at this point now that every time it gets higher into the zone, there's a higher risk, especially around like 133 that it's going to reject. So I'm not taking anything there. But yeah, closed above, and this 1 hour should theoretically close within this area. It is at this zone here now, so yeah, I'm not taking anything anymore for the rest of the night. I'll just be watching it or just relaxing, but not anything until pre-New York or New York session. I'm not looking to take any buys here. So that's the end of the London session on June 22nd, 2020. And we made 8 pips.